Good morning, welcome back to the channel. I have another coffee review for you. I guess I got my Mothman shirt from Vampire Freaks. I keep saying I want to get another blind bag, but I need another dresser first because I have shirts that are fading that I like to wear, and I like to get newer ones to wear out and about. And there's a drive-by cat. Okay, we've got Coffin Creek, Northern Nightmare, Canadian Maple, Whole Bean, Roast Level 3, Bean Origin, Brazil. I never can read this because it covers something about the living and the dead and fill their dark souls with coffee. They don't make it easy to read. And again, there's nothing on the back, which is kind of disconcerting because you don't know what the ingredients are in the flavor. All I know is it's Canadian maple flavored. Am I smelling maple? Let's see. I was kind of sleepy and kind of blah looking, so I got out and walked around, did like 2 laps around the storage units, walked out to the mailbox, get my circulation going, get some brisk air, and get myself a little more awake. But I'm not smelling. I'm barely getting the maple. I'm not tasting maple either. And the third coffee I've bought from them so far, I've got one more to try, which is Ritual, which will be white chocolate and macadamia, I believe. I like the label. Yeah, like I said, Death by Chocolate and Snickerdoodle were pretty good, although the Snickerdoodle tasted a lot like, as I said, it tasted a lot like Death by Chocolate. To me, if it's going to be named Snickerdoodle, it should taste like Snickerdoodles. You know what I mean? It should have a cinnamon sugar taste. So that the title kind of took me out of it. The label kind of took me out of it because the expectation from the label and what they said the tasting notes are to me are two totally different things. So while it was good, it was too much like Death by Chocolate. And this one, honestly, now I'm getting a little taste of maple. Now, it should be right there. As soon as you take your first sip, you should. For being a Canadian coffee company, you would think they would want to have more maple, like in your face, like bow, maple. But I couldn't smell it, and I can just barely taste it. Is it a hit? No. Um, is it good coffee? Yes, but it doesn't live up to the hype. It needs to have more maple. Would I buy it again? This flavor? No. Also, would I buy Snickerdoodle again? Also, no. Death by Chocolate? Yes. It's chocolate coffee. You drink it, you taste the chocolate. So out of the 3 I've had so far, Death by Chocolate, Snickerdoodle, Northern Nightmare, and I would only buy Death by Chocolate again. The other 2 I would not. Will I save the label? Yes. I will save the label because yeah, a zombie beaver eating. I'm not sure what it is he's eating, honestly. I think it's supposed to be the foot of a lumberjack. But you can't. Again, you. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Poorly drawn foot. There's a bit of an ankle bone there. Yeah, he's eating a lumberjack. Okay. So again, would not buy this one again. Would not buy it again. And Snickerdoodle also not again. I got a whiff of them when I closed the bag. I got a whiff of maple, but that's like the first real whiff of maple I've gotten was when I closed the bag back up. Okay, what's going on? I have an accidental double haul coming up from Timu. Of course, two rugs of the same kind, two laundry baskets of the same kind, and two Halloween bras of the same kind, and two black and red bras as well. But that's okay. I needed more anyway. The one rug will go in the living room, and the second one, depending on how well, if it's, I wouldn't put it in the middle of the kitchen because, you know, I'm a messy person when it comes to dishes because water goes around on the floor, and because I'm a short person and I'm literally up to my elbows in dishwater. Um, I will find a place for it. Maybe I'll put it in the bathroom. Maybe I'll put it over by where the cats are. Although they do get cat litter everywhere. But it would be easier to vacuum a rug, but I don't know. It wouldn't. It's round. Mm, we'll think of something. Maybe we'll think of something. And let's see. I have a coffee review. Not this one, but one from Hiker. Another one from Hiker that should have gone up before the beer review, but I redid the beer review and did it recorded it on Mother's Day, so I turned it into a combination coffee review and Mother's Day review. So it leapfrogged ahead of the second Hiker coffee review. So on that note, you will see the coffee review from Hiker tomorrow. Yeah, and then Thursday, I'm trying to go every other day, and Thursday will be my little vlog walking my quasi nature walk going around the back of the storage to give you a walk around, basically, like I just said, of the neighborhood, as it were, where I live, and show you some of the, again, what little bit of nature there is. It would be nice to have a nice walk to go somewhere and go. But like I said, as I mentioned, there is a frog pond that way somewhere, and you can't see it. One thing I learned from when I was in the reserves: if you can't see the bottom of something, don't step in it. So it's like, yeah, I went to the ground till the ground got a little, started getting mushy, and then I stopped. So it's not a big wow review of like some people do nature walks, but it's the best I can do considering where I'm at. I would love to have walks to go to shops like I used to, but there are no shops around here. If I walk far enough, I get to the corner and then there are some houses. I could turn right and walk past houses, but people would probably be like, "What's this crazy old girl doing walking past our houses?" And then I would have to find a good stopping spot to get my bearings and turn back around and come back, because that's the problem with this part. It's a little different than the city. You don't have a lot of clear, defined milestones, I guess I could say, marks, things to look at to keep, track of where you're at. So you'll see that, and then you won't see another one of those because there's nowhere else to go around here for a walk, unless I want to walk like half an hour. And even then, half an hour down Minnesota to where it would get me into the city, and then I'd have to come back. And I really don't want to do that because, you know, there's no sidewalk here. I would have to walk till there's a sidewalk, and it would be quite a ways, and then back. And then if I, went shopping, and there's nowhere to shop, so The closest thing is Dollar General, but that's a couple streets over, and that's over by the laundromat, and I have to take a cab to get there. And we've already done a snack haul from them, and it was okay, but nothing I would spend cab fare on. Oh, let's wrap this up. Speaking of cab fare, my cab fare, well, not mine specifically, but cab fare in general has gone up because of the price of gas going up. So, yay! And I have a job interview on Wednesday for a restaurant, cashier slash team member. Hopefully, they don't want me to wait on tables. If I'm just a cashier, it'll be okay. I can do that a couple days a week. Get me out of the house. So I'll keep you posted on that as well. And that's it. Double orders because I didn't think my order went through basically, and I ordered again. But it was things I needed anyway, so it's okay. And the prices are low, so I would rather have a double pay because I messed up as opposed to going through a speedy pay kind of thing and then having them charge you before the order's even placed and the order doesn't get placed and you don't get the order, you pay for the order and don't get it, and then it's like you're out your money unless you go to the in some cases go to the site and then reorder and then you're paying twice. So with things like that, what you want to do is make sure if you don't want to use those second party payment options, check out as guest or find a way to bypass the PayPal shop, etc., etc. There are ways to bypass that so you can pay the seller directly, and that way they're getting the money, and somebody else isn't taking a cut. Okay, this coffee is really weird. It's kind of sad when you don't really taste the maple till you get down the bottom of the cup. And even then, just barely. Where's that flavor been? I mean, darn. I should have been tasting that. It's like a vague buttered pancake. That I've been actually, no, the thing about it, I've been kind of getting a taste, but I had breakfast and I had toast with butter and thought maybe that was just what I was tasting, but it could be the coffee. But that again, it should be a little bit more in your face because yeah, I was thinking I was just tasting vague notes and maybe the aftertaste of my breakfast. So yeah, I don't recommend it if the maple's not gonna. If the maple is just so vague you can't tell if it was part of something you ate for breakfast or if it's actually the flavor of the coffee, and if it doesn't hit you right up front and go, yeah, I'm here, you might want to reconsider. So on that note, I will let you go. Do try their other coffees, but I suggest going through Bleak Boutique and then ordering. And that way you can check her shop and buy other things from her as well. No, I am not sponsored. So, yes, if you like these crazy videos, give them a thumbs up or a claws up, depending on what you have. Hit the bell once. If you want to subscribe twice for notifications, feel free to comment down below. Share these if you wish, but please give me credit. And as always, track responsibly. Give the designated Dracula a chance to imbibe if they wish. In which case, then you need to have a backup Dracula. Backup designated Dracula, or a couple of them anyway. And if you're enjoying cookouts, have a place for your friends to sleep off whatever libations you're serving, if you're serving libations, or make sure they have a safe ride home should they decide to go home. And please take care of the monsters. Take care of each other. Look out for the look out for each other. Look out for your fellow monsters, and especially the ones that are changing form, because they are in a scary place right now. Could you imagine having to have something that says you're not who you are, that you are who you were, and then having people get confused? That's not fair. So let's hang in there with them and help them out and protect them so they can be who they are. All the monsters deserve to be who they are. That's all I'm going to say on that. Again, I love all of you very much. Please take care of each other and watch out for those crazy vampires. We have to keep telling them to, remember your large parasol and your 100 SPF so you don't turn into ash. And on that note, again, I love all of you very much, and I shall see you in the next video, which will be the next one that's uploaded before this one. Bye now.